Jannik Sinner has not rested much after his sensational season, having the desire to start preparing for 2025 soon. The world number one allowed himself only a few days to relax, during which he participated in a few events before flying to Dubai with other members of his team. The 23-year-old from Sesto Pastaria was present at the Abu Dhabi GP last Sunday, together with his coach, Simone, his fitness coach, Marco, and his physiotherapist, Bedio. Darren Cahill was supposed to join him directly in Australia, but the original plans have changed, and the legendary Australian coach has arrived in Dubai in the past few hours. The Italian will remain in the United Arab Emirates until December 24, when he will return to Italy to spend the Christmas holidays with his family. The two time Grand Slam champion is keen to fly to Australia well in advance, as he knows how important it is to get used to the weather and conditions before the happy slam. Like this year, Yannick will not participate in official tournaments before the Australian Open, but will only practice and play some exhibition matches in the week before the event. Sinner will have to defend a lot of points in 2025, but he is not scared by the fact that everyone will try to defeat him next year. His hope is that CAS will not disqualify him for the doping case and that the trial will take place as soon as possible. The Italian champion had been declared innocent by ITIA, but the appeal filed by WADA put him in a really uncomfortable situation. In recent months, the world number one has figured out who his true friends are and has continued to work together to prove his innocence. According to the latest rumors, the trial before the CAS will not take place before February 11, 2025. The crisis has been resolved. 2024 was not only a fantastic year for Yannick on the tennis court but also in his private life. The 23-year-old from Sesto Pistaria began a love story with his colleague Anna Kalinskaya, sealed by a beautiful kiss between the two players after Sinner's victory at the US Open. In recent weeks, the media had reported a crisis between the two champions due to some suspicious clues. Anna, for example, was not present in Turin for the NATO ATP finals when the Italian ace received the award for ending the season at the top of the ATP rankings. However, the alarm seems to have subsided. After winning the Davis Cup with Italy, Yannick flew to Florida to celebrate Anna's birthday on 2nd of December and started liking her stories again. The crisis seems to be resolved, although both continue to be very reserved about their love story. In an interview, the world number one commented on his 2024 season. If I look back, Wimbledon is the tournament where I left the most regrets. I had played very well until the match with Medvedev. It went like this: our sport is unpredictable. For next year, we will see. No one knows the future. He also reflected on his doping case. It had an impact because I was often ill. I did not feel much energy on the court. I think we saw this at Wimbledon, for example, he said, reflecting on the stress created by the failed drug test. I went through sleepless nights thinking about it and had some physical problems, perhaps related to this. There were very difficult moments on court. I did not feel like myself, I was not happy. The process was very long, and with time, you feel a greater weight, the great weight for the end, the arrival of the results. It was not an easy period. Sinner is already thinking about 2025, although he will have to defend almost 12,000 points next year. The Italian ace will be able to improve his results between spring and summer. Due to a hip injury, Yannick had to withdraw from the Metua Madrid Open and had to miss the Rome Masters 1000. In addition, the two time Grand Slam champion stopped in the quarterfinals of the Wimbledon Championships also due to an illness due to stress. Sinner has built a very large gap compared to Sasha Zverev and Carlitos Alcaraz, who will have to play their best tennis to try to overtake him. The 23-year-old from Sestopestari has already announced some tournaments that he will play next season. The world number one will be the protagonist in Doha in February and play the Munich ATP, while his presence at the Monte Carlo Masters 1000 is at risk.